Respect. 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 respect.
Good morning and welcome everybody once again here at Gahanga International Cricket Stadium. Alongside me are the captains of Ingabo and Imena. Rosine will be giving it a flip here alongside Damasen, the match official here for the coin flip. Tails is a call. Tail it is. Head. Oh, a bit of a confusion there, Rosine. Winning the toss, what would you like to do first?
We are bowling first.
And what sort of a total would you like to restrict them to?
Below 8.
Any changes to your side here?
Yep. Dodiane is in and Kayla is out.
Thank you very much. All the very best. Rosette, you lost the toss here and they've sent you in to bat. What sort of a total do you want to put on the board?
We are going to make them to put his marks that we have to chase.
Any changes to your side?
Merve is out, Mohawe and the Esperance.
Okay, all the very best. Thank you very much. And that's it. Ingabo winning the toss and opting to bowl first.
Good morning and welcome back. Today we are witnessing a competition between Imena Herons and Ingabo Knights. Ingabo Knights won the toss and elected to bowl first. Ingabo Knights being the second team at the point table and Imena Herons being the last. There on your screen you can see the team list. Ingabo Knights to have Ira Rosine, the captain, Menyimana Marie Diane, Ingabire Georgette, Mukamson Anifa, Merekate Belize, Tumukunde Marie Josepha, Uftine Marilian, Uwizeye, Muriza Sharon, Uwishimwe Mutoni Wase Zulfat, Nakuzwe Dolian, Nyirandorimana Pacific, and Irakoze Flora. For Imena Herons, Ikuze Alice, Kiza Emeline, Ishimwe Joseph Devin, Dailakiche Belize, Shimana Rosette, Mutoni Chanceline, Uwase Debola, Ikuzwe Lina, Isabel Sandrine, Uineza Diane, and Esther Ndaisaba, also with Esperance. Alongside me here in the commentary box, I'm not alone. I'm with my co-commentator Zed Khan, the one who have been there at the toss. I'd like to give you a warm welcome. You're welcome.
Good morning and welcome everybody once again. And lovely weather conditions here. We've got Enoch. Earlier on at the toss, the captain opting to bowl first and trying to restrict them below 80. The skipper, Herrera Rosine, who's also known as Professor around here at Gahanga. Getting all the action live. We'll thank our sponsors who provide us the visual aspect of this live action, which is the Women's Elite 2025. Co-produced by Runner Cricket Association, Sportsbox, and Duffabet. Proud sponsors here. Setting up the field, Diane Bimenyimana to start the bowling attack from the pavilion end. She's known for her late movement away from the right-handers. We'll be keen to watch with the overcast conditions here how the ball seems to be moving away from the right-hander. With a new cherry in hand, is always dangerous. Given the conditions, how cool it is today here at Gahanga, maybe that is why, one of the reasons why the captain opted to bowl first here after winning the toss. Bowling to Ishimwe. Here we go. False start. We'll get a start real soon. Alongside Uineza. Ishimwe and Uineza. Very common names in the land of 1,000 hills. Enoch.
From there, you can see some sort of changes. Flora have been not playing, and today you can see her there in the middle playing what she plays. She's a good wicket keeper.
It will be keen to watch how important missing out Mevewase is going to be as well. Up in the air, should be taken.
First ball of the innings, and also the first wicket of the innings. Imena Herons lose their first.
A dream start here by the bowler. Yanbi Menyimana picking up the first wicket, drawing first blood of the very first delivery. Couldn't have asked for a better start to a game here. Didn't look in control at all. And the opening batter has got to depart without troubling the scorers at all. Riding on a golden duck, she goes back to the pavilion. Imena Herons lose wicket number 1. Look at that. Foolish delivery there and not in control, just swinging across the line. And what an effort there by the fielder. Forward leaping, dive into it. Never the easiest of tasks, but she does that with great execution. Ball number 1, wicket number 1. Pressure is on. No runs on the board yet for Imena Herons. And that brings to the crease Izavayo Sandrine, the new batter in for Imena. Covering all 3 stumps, taking her guard nearly almost on off stump there. Just plays that defensively. And Bimenyimana Meridian, the captain of the national side, with the intent of going for the stumps here. When you cover all 3 stumps, she doesn't do much, keeps it very simple, goes for the sticks, trying to pick up her results. Look at that. Very full driven. Won't go anywhere. No timing behind that. Isabayo Sandrine, 2 deliveries having faced. Looks like someone who doesn't use a watch a lot. Doesn't have too much timing behind her shots.
Another full delivery. There you can see from your screen the swing, the way she's just trying to keep it wide from Isabayo Sandrine. What a great start from Ingabo Knights. Then Menyimana, the captain of the national side, just trying to give the message. I know she's role model to many youngsters out there. She's charging in again.
Driven once again to covers. No run to be taken. At the moment, the struggles are real. 4 deliveries, 5 deliveries in general, having been bowled. Not a single run on board. What a start it is to the innings here. And this is exactly why they opted bowl first after winning the toss. On the money once again, taking the shoulder on that occasion. Gets away with it, adding an additional run on the board there. Just 1 run coming off that over for the loss of 1 wicket. There you have the beautiful scenic Gahanga. You can see the mist in the far lands. There we have table standings. Ingenzi Heroes at the very top with a net run rate of 3. Way too high. Cruising along at the moment. It's neck to neck between Ingabo Knights and Amasimbi Hawks. Both sitting on 4 points each. Net run rate. That's where the difference is 0.38 compared to 0.35. By the barest of margins is what separates team number 2 and team number 3. Captain comes into the attack from the airport end. Herrera Rosine, the professor, loves tossing the ball. up to the batter. The slip in place. Cautiously placed there by Isabayo. Trying to fish outside off stump. Catches nothing on the hook, nothing on the line. More back-to-back dots here for team Ingabo Knights. Backs away and finds the fielder. There you see on the background the ease a second match happening at Gahanga B of this very tournament, Elite Women's. Tossed up, cuts it, doesn't beat the fielder. As tight as a vacuum, the fielding at the brink of the circle there, not trying to give away an inch. Lots happening for the bowling team, nothing much happening for the batting side. Final delivery of the second over. The runs are not running, more like a walk. But this time aggression and same results. A maiden over to begin with by the captain. Rosini Herrera starts with a maiden here. It's 2 overs and the scoreboard looking like a football scorecard, 1 for 1. 1 run for 1 wicket. Dian Bimenyimana comes into the attack once again from the same end, the pavilion end. Bowling Uineza, who gets to face her very first delivery of this game in the third over of play. Starts the over once again with a dot, plenty of dots, and that's where the key lies. The amount of dots you play. You've got to figure out a way and put some runs on the board. But exceptional bowling this by Bimenyimana. Bowler friendly conditions here at Gahanga. And they're making great use of it. Oh, what a gem of a delivery. You've got to feel for Bimenyimana. Look at the movement. I would like to see that delivery one more time. Beautiful delivery. Have a look at that. Squared her up. Look at that movement from middle stump. It just swings away. That is what Bimenyimana is known for. Look at that movement once again, and she's getting hold of that movement, manipulating the shots that are to be offered by the batter.
That was too close. Very, very close. Bowled her this time. Second wicket goes down. Firstly, she survived 2 deliveries, but this time she didn't manage to survive.
Is a recipe for disaster, I'll tell you, Enoch. Too many dot balls in there, and a wicket was just around the corner. Bimenyimana could sniff it, and she picks up her second wicket. Look at those bowling figures. 2 wickets for just 2 runs. Just 1 run. I beg your pardon. Look at that delivery. Look at where it started moving, pitching it on leg stump, and does her. Brilliance. Brilliance this by Bimenya Marie Diane. Sharpshooter. She goes for the stumps and knocks the timber. Good signs this. Full marks for accuracy.
Once you look so close, you will see the way the first deliveries have been pitching, just pitching straight to the off stump and swinging outside. From there, you can see the way she used her mind, thinking where to pitch that one, and she got it right, pitching straight to the middle stump, swinging outside to the leg off stump, I beg your pardon, and finally ends up picking her second. The new incoming batter is Ikuzu Alice, the captain, but she was not there at the toss. Don't know what happened.
Yeah, plenty of responsibility upon her shoulder here, and she's dealing with a lot of youngsters in her side, making her task very, very difficult. Aggression goes up and over. Positive signs this. She's got the intent. She comes back for a double. This is what Imena Herons would be looking forward to seeing from Ikuzu Alice. She is that type of a batter and she understands to give the pressure back onto the bowling side. You've got to play your shots within the power play. 3 overs of the power play are completed here. It's 3 runs on board for the loss of 2 wickets.
From there, you can see the lowest total of the tournament. It's 36 for 10 in 14 overs. It was the competition between Ingenzi Heroes and Imena Herons. Cutting that one, but unfortunately, it goes straight to the fielder, not allowing the batter to go off from the crease. Rosina, for the first time, she picked a maiden. Another broke delivery. Let us see if she can have 2 maidens in row. So far, the projected score is 18 runs. Straight to the bowler.
Hits that with aggression. Will be running hard. Giving strike to Ikuzu Alice is very, very important. Isabayo Sandrin, 15 deliveries she's swallowed up, putting just 2 runs on board. Plays that off the back foot. Doesn't have the legs to reach to the boundary ropes. It's an excellent chase there by Belize Morikatete. The deep gather long 2 runs. You can see the intent there by Kuzu Alice. She's trying to be aggressive, trying to provide as many runs as possible for her side. She knows how valuable her wicket is for her batting team. Final delivery there ends it with a dot. Rosin Herrera finishing her Second over has given away just 3 runs. Her first over went for a maiden. This time around, she gave 3 runs because Ikuzu Alice is into the mix. 4 overs done. It's 6 for the loss of 2.
Telling you, Imena Herons are suffering at this stage of the game. Current run rate being 1 run per over. I mean, 1.5 runs per over. They can see the message and intentions from Kuzwe Alice. Now 4 runs on her back, only from 3 deliveries, and you can see her colleague, I mean her partner, only 2 runs off from 15 deliveries. You can see the difference.
Change of bowler from the pavilion end. Nirandorimana coming into the bowling attack. She starts off with a dot.
Ooh, edge that one, thick outside edge. The wicketkeeper missed it completely, not knowing where the ball was. That would have been the 3rd wicket. But Frola, she's new.
What they really need to do here is allow Isabayo Sandrin to rotate the strike and give the strike to Alice, who can be playing more aggressive shots. She's got a better hand-eye coordination. She's getting more bat onto the ball.
Hitting that one hard, straight up in there, and catch has been taken. Alice Kuzwe will have to depart.
And the troubles continue here. Third over going down. Third wicket going down, I beg your pardon. It's a demolition job. All the damage, one-way traffic outside. It is at the moment against Imena Herons. The wickets are going down, tumbling like a deck of cards, one after the other. The intent was there, the execution not so much. Just giving the catch to Dian Bimenyimana, and she won't be dropping those. Nirandorimana picks up her first wicket. Look at that. A foolish delivery and just a slap. Not too much power behind it at all.
Alice Kuzwe just realizing where the gap was, because you can see that Yanu Minimana was way too inside, just trying to pick that gap, but unfortunately there was not enough power behind that stroke, I mean, and she ends up losing her wicket. 3 wickets down, 7 runs on the board, and 2 more deliveries to go from this over.
Was it Deborah, the new batter in left and right hand combination? Plays that with a solid face there. No run to be taken. Not giving away anything is Ingabo Knights. Might be in for a quick game here. Way outside off stump on that occasion.
5 overs done now. 7 runs on the board. 3 wickets have been picked. I'm very curious to see the way Imena Herons will be playing after losing their 3 crucial wickets. There you can see the summaries of the game. Ingabo Herons won by 33 runs. Mkunde coming in the attack. Have a new bowler in. I don't know this approach and what I mean the reason why the captain is doing this using spinners for the first place. Diane Minyimana have picked 2 wickets and yet she's a pace bowler. Look at that. Not a great way to start. What I was saying is Minyimana Diane have picked 2 wickets and she's a pace bowler and don't know the reason why now they are bringing spinners.
I guess they're just trying to provide a well-rounded opportunity to all their bowlers. Flighted delivery once again, and look at that loopy. Lots of air behind that. Air Jordan deliveries there by Tumukunde. More air in those deliveries than a hot air balloon. And knocks her over. Picks up her wicket. Look at that. That has gone through the defenses. It was bound to happen, and the miseries come to an end. Sandrine Nuzabayo has got to depart. She's struggling out in the middle. Tumukunde finds that tiny gap between bat and pad. One after the other. One after the other. Every wicket going down so quickly. It's as though there's some special breakfast being cooked and all the batters want to have a bite. Just heading back to the dugout very quickly. Nobody wants to spend time at the crease for Imena Herons. Unfortunately, 4 wickets down, single digit scores. Scorecard looking like a telephone number out in the middle. We're in the last final 4 deliveries of the power play and they've lost 4 wickets. Flighted delivery once again gets driven. And guess what? No prizes for the people guessing it. It is another dotted delivery. Nearly. At this point, I can't even say how much correction needs to be made because they'll need booklets after booklets of manuals of what to correct. Powerfully hit once again. And again, I'm getting loss of words of how to describe all the dotted deliveries here.
So far you can see on your screen they have only built one extra 31 dots, 3 singles and 2 doubles. From there you can see the dominant 31 dots only from 6 overs. You know, power play is where batters get runs. Now it's going differently.
At the moment, they don't really look like they're scoring runs. They look more as if a side is trying to survive out in the middle. Half of your side being knocked over in the first 6 overs of play. Look at that. Surviving by the string once again. That was so close to the outside edge. The scamper along for a lucky single there. Slight misfield at point.
You can see the laughters from the fielders of Ingabo Knights. They know they are now dominating. They have to keep this approach up. They have to keep this momentum so that they can streak them below few runs as possible so that they can chase it easily. Another swing and miss, just trying to play a late cut there. My goodness, what a tragedy. There you can see Shingoman Rosete, the one who was there at the toss.
I'll tell you, when it comes to learning the game, no matter how much a coach trains you, at the end of the day, it's the player's responsibility and duty out in the middle to put some runs on the board. This time, clubs one up and over. That might be the first boundary. No, so close yet so far. I spoke a bit too early on that occasion. It's not going to be a boundary, just 2 runs coming off it. With that, they make it to double digits as a team. Final delivery of the 7th over. 11 runs on board for the loss of 4. A scorecard that is screaming for help. Backs away, tries to hit that, but the execution not appropriate enough. End of the 7th over, 11 runs on board for the loss of 4. Yeah, like I was saying, it's the players' responsibilities. The coaches aren't going to be scoring runs for you. And how long is that learning curve going to be for any player? You do this day in, day out. You've got to be somewhat mindful about the character you play out in the middle. There's plenty of work to be done. We say that so many times, but it's going to be up to the players. Look at that batting scorecard. I mean, if you were to look at the batting scorecard, it just tells you the story of batters just not being up to the mark. After all, this is the women's elite. With that batting performance, I'm sorry to say, but there's nothing elite about that batting. Apart from this shot, first boundary of the innings here by Uwase, throwing her hands at it, and it pierces the gap for 4. Mukune getting a harsh welcome here to her second over.
Hitting that one straight down the ground, picking up the gap. Unfortunately, she picks up the first boundary.
Fortunate for Imena Herons. Once again, tries the same shot and finds the fielder. She's finding the fielders like she's got GPS trackers on all the fielders around the field here. Around the corner, no damage done.
But back to the point you was talking about, this tournament being one for elite, best trained, and best dedicated. Tossed up in the air, and she got full treatment. Diane is chasing that one. Look at the acrobatic effort, acrobatic fielding, diving toward the ball and stopping it. Now they picked a double. Back to what I was saying. If the elite can be playing like this, what about the rest?
I believe the only way you can answer that, Enoch, is coming and watching the men's elite. If you're not busy throughout that period, most obviously you'd come at Gahanga and check out those games live and find out the difference yourself. Catches it on one bounce. Yan Bimenyimana. 8 overs completed, 17 runs on board for the loss of 4. Some intent being shown here by Uwase. Uwase Deborah there with the highest score. 7 runs off 10 deliveries. She seems to be the only player who seems to stand out from the rest. Gloomy skies, gloomy scoreboard. Which way is this game swinging, Enoch? Any guesses? The ladies in pink seem to be having the upper hand here. Cool mornings here at Gahanga. Have you made sure you got yourself some warm breakfast coming here? Or was it a cold ride coming to Gahanga? The change of weather has been very upsetting from all that heat and the weather having a mood swing of some sorts. You get to see the harsh heat burning some of the outfield here at Gahanga. And then we got to see some showers as well, Enoch. What would you prefer more? The cooler weather in Rwanda or the summers?
I would like the summers.
Man says he likes the summers as though he's ordering a cappuccino here at the Gahanga International Cricket Stadium. Beautiful shot down the ground. They'll be picking up 2 runs off that one. Excellently done. The man is for the summers. He loves the heat. Youngster. Hot blood he's got. Or is it because of the trips to the swimming pool, taking a dip, having some companionship, some quality time? Oh, puts it down. Imana had it. She cannot believe he was flying at her. She took the flying leap and just wasn't able to hold on to it in the end. Shimamana Rosette surviving that blow. Look at that. Powerfully hits that flat. Caught her off guard once again. And this time will be taken. Doesn't survive the second delivery. Shimamana has got to depart as well. All smiles. Dian Bimenyimana didn't have to wait for too long after dropping that opportunity. Wicket number 5. Half of the side is back into the dugout. They all seem to be wanting some hot chocolate or some hot coffee. It is a cool morning. Not a cool one for Imena Herons, but a cool one. Very cool one for Ingabo Knights. 4 of 14 deliveries. Wicket to be taken by Tumukunde. Catching that delivery off the bowling of Nirandorimana. She picks up her second wicket. She's gone through 3 overs of her spell. Look at that. No control behind that shot whatsoever. Helplessly, she watches the fielder catch that one. Nine overs done. It's 19 for the loss of 5. Enoch, where do you see the scoreboard ending? Do you reckon they would reach to 50 runs here? Scoreboard mentions 42.
I'm telling you the way the wickets are falling, like can't decide whether you're going to be reaching at the 50 or not. But with this approach, I'm telling you, it's very difficult. Changing the bowling, we have Zurfat. One of the stylish spinners we've got in the region. From her footwork, you can see the way she loves dancing.
Let's hope she makes the batters dance and not herself. Shimon Zurfat starts off with a dotted delivery there. The amount of dots, I always tell you, end up resulting into wickets because the pressure is cooking at a low flame. Flighted delivery, swings it, should be taken, will be taken. There it is. You call it, and it happens. Wicket number 6. Ishimwe Zurfat picks up her first wicket without conceding a single run. Wickets going down like bowling pins, one after the other. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to escape for Imena Herons. 7 of 12 deliveries, the only fighting spirit shown here in this game so far was at Deborah. The first innings seem to be having the curtains coming on very, very quickly here. We're barely into the halfway mark in the time span. But look at the fall of wickets here. Putting them, pinning them to the ground. Ingabo Knights showing no mercy. Excellent execution. The fielding has been top notch as well. The only catch being dropped, which was a quick one, darted towards Dianbi Menyamana. Apart from that, everything else has been taken with ease. The bowlers have been disciplined as well. Not many extras have been offered here. Skipping it, disciplined. Stump to stump bowling. You make a mistake, you pay the price for it. And that's the effect of using spin, Enoch. You entice the batter into believing that, oh, it's a slow ball, I can smack it all over the park. You lose little bit of concentration, and the ball pops up in the air like a balloon. Kudos to the cameraman as well. Doing an excellent job covering all the action live here at the Women's Elite League. Flight delivery once again, loud appeal. Ooh, not given on field umpire Desire and Veronique. Not sure if the fundamentals allow you to appeal for everything that is hitting the batter's body. She was clearly away from the stumps line on that occasion. Desperate, desperate at the wheel. Look at that once again. There's no way that ball is coming onto the stumps. But the bowler just having a few words, gently requesting, please give me another wicket. No, says the umpire. We're done with 10 overs here. 19 for the loss of 6.
Sometimes we catch the umpire sleeping, then we find them raising their hands. Ten overs done now. 6 wickets down. There is no tragedy in that. The tragedy is how many runs on the board. Only 19 runs. Just driving that one straight to the captain, Ira Rosini. Have been asking if they are going to reach 50. Now the scoreboard is screaming only 38. From there you can see the wheel. They say where there is a wheel, there is a way. But this time there is a wheel, but there is no way out.
Do you know the world record for the lowest total in a T20 game? It was recorded 2 weeks ago. I'll give you a hint. It was in India. Two sides playing in the region of Bihar. Under 19 girls playing against each other. The total score on the board was 4 runs all out. And the opposition team chased it in 2 deliveries. Just for records, massive, massive victory. Sometimes you don't understand how an entire side would go down for just 4 runs. But that's just how the funny game of cricket is. 11th over, and the survival attempt continues here. Look at that. So much aggression, but look at the execution. She's got no idea how the ball will connect to the bat, how the ball will roll off, how to score the run. At times, the batters are the ones that make the bowlers look too good. Gets put down. She's put that one down. She cannot believe it. Got nobody else to blame but herself. 11 overs done, 19 for the loss of 6. She ends her spell. Enoch, those are not figures you buy in any supermarket here. 6 runs only she gave away in 4 overs that she's bowled and picked 2 wickets. Strangling, grabbing the throats, and scuffling them up. Imena. Her spell was more brief than her name.
Back to that record, I would like to ask how many deliveries that the losing side have faced, the total deliveries they have faced.
6 overs. And over there, we have another wicket as well. Ishima Zurfat is on a roll here. Picks up a wicket off the very first delivery. She hasn't conceded a single run yet. 19 for the loss of 7. 5 deliveries for Esther to be departing on a duck. Plenty of quack quack happening here at Gahanga A. Look at that. The ball just staying low on her as she tried to play a shot across the line. Same shots that the coaches urge them not to play even during practice. They end up committing that crime out in the middle. Not a sound you'd like to hear as a batter or as a batsman. The cracking sound of timber behind you. One of the nastiest sounds you'll get to hear, Enoch. Bringing in Kuzwe.
Do you remember back in days, I thought that duck was a duck till Zaid told me that there is diamond duck and a golden duck. Man with skills.
Yeah, and there's something known as a king's pair as well. Do you know? Have you ever heard of the king's pair in the game of cricket? Well, this is the time I would like to educate you on what the king's pair means in the game of cricket. And for those of you who have no idea about it, a king's pair is when you get out for a golden duck in a test match on the first innings, and then you get out on a golden duck in the second innings as well. So the description behind it is you're on a king's pair of ducks. Now that you know, you'll be keen to find out how many kings pair are out there. Absolute menacing over this has been by Ishimwe Zurufat. Mind games she's playing. 4 deliveries Ikuzwe has swallowed up without posting a single run. Swinging across the line once again. but this time making some contact. They run hard to come back for a double. 2 runs completed, and there's a collection of small applause coming from the dugout. There we have the coach, Mr. Landry Rangwa. He's got smiles on his face. Is it smiles of agony? Is it smiles of nervousness? Is it smiles of anxiety? On a cool Saturday morning, you find the man with shots. The support staff have put on shots. Interesting. Is it a dress code? I would like to ask. When the team is putting on pants, the coaches end up putting on shorts. I'm not sure if that is particularly done here, but some parts of the world, the coaching staff do that. If the players are putting on fulls, then the coaches put on shorts just to maintain the dress code. Such a teasing delivery there by Diane Bimimana, who comes in for her third over from the same end that she had begun with. If this is not one-way traffic, I don't know what is. 21 for the loss of 7. I'd like to request the production team to pop up the graphic about that game with the lowest total in this tournament. I reckon it was 37, 36 all out. Swings across the line once again. Plenty of work to be done in the deep. They're running hard. And they managed to scamper along for a double. Excellent running between the wickets this time, between Dairagije and Nikozwe. Dairagije has played 8 deliveries there just to post 2 runs. And that is where the struggles are coming in. As you can see, the bowling is not too difficult, but the batting itself has been of low quality. It is the mindset, if you're in there just to survive, you're not going to last too long. But if you have that intent, put some runs on the board, to fight back, you can apply the pressure back onto the bowler. You can make the bowler commit to mistakes like bowling poor lengths and poor lines. But for that, you've got to show some aggression, you've got to show some execution. You can't be swinging and missing like that. And what this exposes is the amount of skill which is lacking when it comes to hand-eye coordination as well by the players. They're failing to make contact with the incoming deliveries at them, which is a challenge because the amount of deliveries they face in the nets, not quite sure what happens once they step out in the middle. It's the basic requirement in the game of cricket, making contact with the ball. Ooh, nearly a direct hit would have had her in business. She misses that.
Have you realized the way bowlers are now bowling straight to the stumps? Because they know that they're playing with the bowlers. It's take me or I'll take you. And 4 runs on the board so far. 7 wickets down. And the last delivery of this over coming up. Another proper shot of cricket. Driving that delivery straight to the fielder. 13 overs done now. 24 runs on the board. We've seen batters leaving the crease, just without causing any trouble and any damage. I know that Imena Herons, they have been counting on Alice Kuzwe, but unfortunately, she went out with just causing any trouble. Even Lozete Shimamana, their players who serve national side, I know their clubs and their teams, domestic teams, they be counting on them as national team players. Another food delivery from Shimge Zurfat. That's a great way to start. I've told you they are now questioning the stamps.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very tight there indeed. As tight as a vacuum. You can see the flighted delivery in the air should be taken. Wicket number 3. Wicket number 3 for Ishimwe Zurfat for just 2 runs. Chaotic. Chaotic bowling it is out in the middle. No results coming their way. Just 24 runs on board. 8 wickets down. Belize Nairajije has got to depart. Caught by Belize. Belize caught by Belize. A full delivery. It was dipping on her. She had opted to go for that shot way too early. But no guidance behind that shot. Ends up throwing a wicket. Even the other day when I was with Bryson. Fortino was done. Swinging and missing. Like a sweet 16th birthday trying to hit a pinata. The batters at the moment swinging and missing the deliveries coming at them by Dianbi Menjmana, who's in for her final spell. Look at that. So close. A lucky inside edge on that occasion. You ever been in the valley here, Enoch, trying to make a phone call? and you get no network coming on your cellular device. Plenty of hills in a land of 1,000 hills. Man says he never runs out of network. Might be running out of airtime though. Are you forgetting you're supposed to talk?
Another wide delivery. I think this is the second extra. Imagine 14 overs have been completed and only 2 extras have been bowled. You can hear the discipline of bowlers.
Yeah, plenty of maturity in this Ingabo Knights side. A left-hander facing Mutoni Celine there, facing the deliveries as a left-hander. Ball is moving into as Dian charges in. With the left and right hand combination, they've got to set the field every time they rotate strike. That's a new headache to have out in the middle. Mutoni Chanceline joining Ikuzwe out in the middle. Not much can be spoken about the partnerships because we have barely any. But from the looks of it, Enoch, I don't know how much longer it's going to take when they say it's a learning curve. Covering all three stumps on that occasion. Chanceline there. It is so good to watch. That's the challenge out there in the middle. You get to see Dian Biminyamana swinging that delivery into the left-hander. If it sneaks through, that'll be the one to watch. She's covering all three stumps. Have a look at that one. Knocks her over right there, right on the money. The prophecy comes alive with one sneaking through and knocking the leg stump over. Commentators curse 100%, if not 200. Misses it altogether. Like an expensive installment from the bank. Catching thin air and timber. That was a demolition job behind her back. Look at that. Swing and a miss. Huge swing onto the leg side. Exactly the gap that I was talking about.
Coming batter is Chiza Emeline. Now Zaid Khan calling himself a prophet. I'm telling you are not. Sometimes you can guess, but you're not a prophet. I don't like giving you credit, man.
It's the prophecy. I'm not calling myself a prophet. It's just the understanding, the sheer, pure understanding of the game. Rosine Herrera, the only bowler in the bowling side yet to pick a wicket. Every other bowler has picked a wicket. The captain being selfless here, allowing the rest of the bowlers to pick wickets but herself as she gives away a few runs. As much as my co-commentator allows me to spread as many words as possible without interrupting in the middle as he takes a rest vocally. Good morning and welcome back, Mr. Enoch. Tell us about this bowling performance. 9 wickets down they are. Chiza Emeline, the new batter in facing a first delivery. Do we get to see this innings coming to an end without The captain, Rosine Herrera, picking a single wicket. How is that possible?
Telling you, have witnessed a great discipline from bowlers, just knowing where to bounce the ball, where to pitch the ball. But from these spells, I would like to ask you: do you think it's the bowling side or it's the batting side which is suffering from the absence of great batters? You know, the wicket keeper, one of the best batters, Merve Owase, is not playing, suffering injury.
I'll tell you, the word team does not have an I inside. And yes, as good as a player Merve Uwase is, the team still has to keep moving and keep producing. No matter how good a player is, it shouldn't be overly depending on one single individual. That's why you need a unit, you need a group, and that's what the girls are learning, if I may quote the coaches. 16 overs done, 30 runs come on the board for the loss of 9 wickets. Still waiting for my request to come through. Does the production team show us the lowest total of the tournament here? There it is. 36. Thank you very much, production. 36 for the loss of 10 wickets. All out they were. They're on 30 now. 6 more runs to go. Where do you put your money, Mr. Enoch? Will they be able to get those 6 runs? Or do we have a new champion?
I'm still thinking about where I'm going to place my bet now. It's the one more wicket to go. Swing and miss.
Ooh, shaky stuff out in the middle. Please tell us before the bet is over. Where do you put your money here? Duffer bet, you're listening. Clubs it onto the leg side. The chase is on. She slips and falls. Puts in a throw. 2 runs already. The difference is 4 now.
You know, I'd like to place some money, but I don't have any in my pocket. After getting some, I'm going to place it.
That makes me heavily doubt when he explained to me he's got an expensive phone. How?
Where you got the
Please.
money, I would like you to tell us where you're placing your bet now.
I've got a feeling that they might cross the 36 mark here. As difficult as it is, but they might cross it. With shots like that, fortune favoring the brave, making it 33 now. The difference is just 3 runs, Enoch.
2 runs to tie. Three runs to tie. Tie the score.
Ooh, with slow bowling like that, my money might be in a rock place. Let's wait and find out very, very soon. Chiza Emmeline is giving me a death scare. Oh, she's swinging across the line, and they run hard. They run hard, they pick up a single. Just 2 runs, making a difference here, Enoch. Do they get to that 36 and save themselves from the shame of the lowest total, the tournament? 17 overs completed, 3 more overs to go. Oh, it's all happening. 3 overs, 2 runs to get.
What about moving down just by 1 run?
I don't know where you've been watching your game of cricket, but in the game of cricket, the runs seem to be piling up and not taken off. From your description, you're asking the batting team to reduce the amount of runs they've got on board. How is that possible, Mr. Enoch? In the air should be taken, and there it is! Completed! I've lost the bet and I've lost some money. 34 all out. The new champions of the lowest total are Imena Herons. Take us through that, Mr. Enoch.
There you can see that Chiza Emeline wanted to be the main actor, knowing that other batters have not done great. But unfortunately, it's a game of cricket. What happened before can also happen again. Imena Herons not putting such a great total on the board. Only 34 runs in 17.1 overs. From there you can see the batting scorecard. Shunge Yosetvin went out for Dark. Winners at Dian. Dark Isabel Sandrine. 3 of 19 with a strike rate of 15. Kuzwe Ali is the captain. 4 of 5. 80 as the strike rate. Wase the bowler. 7 of 12. Shungaman Rosette. Dohanu did the toss. 4 of 14. Derek Jebelis. 3 of 13. Estenda Isaba. 0 of 5. Ikuzwelina not out 8 of 15. Mutoni Chanceline 1 of 7. Chiza Emeline 1 of 7. There's nothing much to talk about the partnerships. 3 extras have been bowled in this innings. You can see the bowling scorecard. Menyman Maridian 4 overs, 17.10 runs, 3 wickets picked with the economy of 2 runs, 0.5. Ira Rosine, the captain, 3 overs, 15 dot, and 5 runs with the economy of 1.6. Nyandeman Pacific, 4 overs, 20 dots, 6 runs, and 2 wickets. Tumukunde Mari Josepha, 3 overs, 13 dots, 11 runs, 1 wicket, economy of 3.6. Ishingamtoni Wase Zulfat, 3.1 overs, 18 dots, 2 runs, and 4 wickets have been picked with the economy of 0.6. What a great spell that was. 17 overs, 0.1. They have managed to pick all the batters. Stay tuned. Very soon we'll be back for the ranches. Ingabo Knights will need 35 runs to take the victory away from Imena Herons.
Respect. 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 Respect.
We are back for the run chase for the first innings. Imena Herons posting 34 runs from 17 overs, and now Ingabo Knights will need 35 runs in 20 overs. In the first innings, Zedkan, not being lucky enough, have lost, have placed a bet. Can't say a wrong bet, but have placed a bet and have lost. I know have been suffering through this whole break. How is you, Zedkan?
Yeah, on my black there, I was just wiping away my tears, losing a bet. They couldn't get to it as they've posted the lowest total in this edition of the Women's Elite. 35 is all they need. How quickly will Ingabo Knights chase it down? Will be the one to watch. Ingabire Georgette and Ofitenema Lilian, the two openers for Ingabo Knights, will be facing Ikuzwe Alice of Imena Herons. 35 in 120 balls should be a walk in a park for the batting side. But like my co-commentator mentioned, cricket being a funny game, what happened in the first innings are very, very possible chances of happening in the second innings. But it all depends on the batters now. Do they have the same approach as the first side did in the first innings? Let's wait and find out. Ball number one, here we go. Loud appeal! And not given, she was covering all three stumps there. He was pitching outside leg. If that was given as a wicket, what a way that would have been to defend. Once again, same area, but she's pitching it outside leg, Enoch. Two back-to-back deliveries, pitching it outside leg. If she moves it just within the line of the stumps there, and again, she's coming around the wicket to the left-hander. If she comes over the wicket and angles it into the pads, it would be more likely for her to be a threat.
That's a very great way to start. Very curious to know what's happening there because you can see that the physio is going inside there.
Just a quick check up there by the physio, who's having a race alongside his assistant there. Off the field he goes. The game shall continue. Concussion test completed, and the player is safe. Makes contact, goes nowhere. "35 runs to chase here." How many overs do you think it will take the batting side to chase this Toto down? Wicket! Wicket number one without putting up a single run on the board. And the prophecy once again coming over the wicket and angling into the stumps. Alice Ikuzwe, you beauty, picking up a wicket. Excellent execution here. Drama, drama, drama is what is happening out there in the middle.
Duck out. And Georgette will have to depart. Jersey number 9. Maybe she has lied to Physio, telling him that she was good.
Yeah, I didn't see that ball at all. The ball stayed in. Look at the angle. Back of the hand delivery, slow one. And she swings across the line and bang! It's the timber. Ugly, ugly dismissal there. Look at the celebrations for Imena Herons. Giving back a piece of what they faced in the first innings. Wicket of the very, very first over. Without conceding a single run. Do they turn the tables here? Might be too early of me to say, but Dian Bimenyimana comes out in the middle for Ingabo Knights. Alice to Bimenyimana. Quite a battle this is. Two quality players going against each other head to head. Look at that drive. Look at that punch. Doesn't waste any time to get off the mark. Picks up a very, very quick single.
What a great way to start by Menyimana Diane. She's a senior player. She knows what to do. Sometimes knowing what to do and knowing how to do it, it's quite different. But this time we've got Diane who knows what to do and how to do it. Let us see if she can take the theme through.
Yeah, lots of questions. When, where, how, and whom to play it against. Those low scores at times can be quite tricky. But to keep the demons away, you want to get done as quickly as possible. One overdone. It's one for the loss of one.
From there you can see the point table. Ingenzi Heroes leading with 4 wins, have lost no game. Ingabo Knights being the second. They have lost 2 games and they have won 2. Masimba Hawks, they have won 2 and have lost 2. And last but not least, we got Imena Herons. They have played 4. They have lost 4. Maybe today will be the day for the breakthrough.
Deep square leg and cow corner. The two fielders outside the circle here for Imena Herons. Shimimana Rosette coming into the attack from the airport end. Way outside off stump, she pitches it and gets punished. Beautiful looking drive that won't get to the boundaries, but they're running hard for a double. Diane knows the values of those singles and doubles. She's trying to get through it as quickly as possible. And to keep the momentum going her side, she tries to keep the strike as much as possible. Flick of the wrist there. The fielder just laying an egg as the ball just goes through her feet. You cannot afford to be fielding that way when you're defending just 35 runs on board.
We've seen bowlers just delivering maidens in the very first innings, but now it's quite different. Rosine have gone, Rosette have gone for 3 only in 2 deliveries. 1 runs to go in 112 balls.
Yeah, just tucking that one into Ofitenema Lilian, not providing her room to free her arms. And it's because of that particular length, it makes it difficult. Loud appeal there, not given. Was that going down the leg? Have a look at it one more time. Flatter, quicker this time around by Shimamana. Back-to-back dots. Very, very good bowling this. Very close to the off stump. Look at that. What would you say it was happening on that delivery, Enoch?
From there, the ball was just pitching down the leg. I can say it was 50-50. Final call belongs to the umpire.
Angling in delivery there by Kuzo Alice, who comes into the attack once again from the pavilion end for a second over. He started off brilliantly, gave away just 1 run and picked up a wicket in her very first over. Dinema Lilian has been having a tough time. Hasn't really got off the mark here. Hasn't registered a single run yet. 6 deliveries she's faced.
Taking that one straight to the mid wicket fielder. My goodness. Look at that. She just picked it once, trying to send it back to the bowler. But Alice Kuzwe not being attentive enough to grab it once so that she can hit the stumps.
Yeah, keeping up the healthy habits here, Enoch. Singles and doubles, regardless of which format you play. Very, very crucial for the game of cricket. Oh, a bit of an extra slow, bumpy delivery there by Ikuzo Alice. She's mixing it up. She's got that back of the hand delivery that she bowled to pick up that wicket. Full, and this time gets clubbed around the corner. And that goes to the boundary ropes for 4. Ofitenema Lilian just showing it some room of guidance, helping it on its way. Look at that. Easily done. Easily done.
That was effortless. Just guiding the ball, showing it where to go. And she got it right. Picking up her first boundary. 5 runs off 9 deliveries.
3 overs done. It's 11 for the loss of 1. Oh, plays that off the back foot, but gets stuck on her screws there. Not enough time for her to allow her arms to open up into a drive. Manages to just keep that on the ground once again. Much flatter, much quicker this time. Good thinking this by Shimamana. Oh, once again, it's that length. It's that crucial length that she's bowling where the struggles seem to be coming in for the batter. She's caught in two minds whether to move on to the front foot or rock onto the back foot there. Again, soft hands off the back foot there. And a very, very quick single being stolen right beneath the noses of the fielders there. Mr. Landry having a walk around the park here, having a close eye on the players, on the youngsters here, trying to gather his thoughts on how to make an improvement. The man in charge of the development here in cricket in the land of a thousand hills. Big, big supporter he is. A tight over, but struggle is still on. Required run rate being 1.36 only. Enoch currently moving at 3.39. With the turn, plays it. Fine leg area. A poor throw. Better throw would have seen her in trouble there. They end the over with a double. 4 overs done, 15 runs on board for the loss of 1.
But that's a quick reminder. The man, Mr. Andre, have been there in Bahrain, just doing some courses. They think very soon we'll be witnessing the leap. I mean, we see what have been doing there just through youngsters' performance and young talents, as you have been saying. Another great shot there from Danny Menyimana, but unfortunately goes straight to the legs of the bowler.
It's such a nice battle between Bimenyimana and Alice. Quality players indeed. Look at that delivery angling into her. She knows she cannot commit to that mistake playing across the line. The angle at which the delivery comes in. It's a risky, risky shot playing across the line. So playing it with a straight bat. There you see. It's flicking it. Chance of a run out. Oh, just in the nick of time, she makes it.
Back to the point, in the first innings, you have said that in the world team, there is no I, but sometimes I will matters. I will matter, I mean.
Depends on how big of a player you are, how much quality you possess, Enoch. Surely there's no I in team, but there's a ME, and that's what matters. Do you have someone who stands out for your team? Someone who can grab the bull by the horns and twist the story around all by themselves. Rare to come across such players. If you follow the Tri Nation series, with Team Malawi, the captain, Sami Sohail, was one of those characters. A leader, a natural batsman, quality bowler, MVP. This time in the air, one bounce. The fielder was caught off guard there. If she had charged in initially, should have gathered herself to the right position to take that opportunity. It was in the air for a fair amount of time.
Ingabo Knights being the second on the point table, do you think they have anything to do with their natural run rate?
It's because of how close they've been winning there. The two teams in the middle, team number 2 and team number 3. There you see the young fans with some plastic bats coming to catch the action live here. That's the advantage coming to Gahanga, Enoch. You get 2 for the price of 1. You enter the field and you get to witness the action happening on either sides of the field as you take the seats beneath the shade of the acacia trees up there. Cool, cool breeze. One of the coolest spots to have a seat. You catch the action unfolding beneath your eyes on either fields. Gahanga 1, Gahanga 2. Some say the upper field, some say the lower field. Some say Gahanga A, some say Gahanga B. But yes, there are 2 fields here at Gahanga. Imena Rosette coming in for her 3rd over of her spell. Has given away just 7 runs. And she can smell a wicket. But she's got to go through the defenses of Dian Bimenyimana. Dian Bimenyimana previously, her previous outing was very unfortunate to get run out on a no ball delivery. This time powerfully drives that. That will go all the way to boundary ropes. Short of authority there. It was always going to be a boundary the moment it left her willow.
Much needed boundary. 12 runs to go. 12 runs for Ingabo Knights to win this game.
Someone seems a bit too excited about the game to be ended here. 23 runs for the loss of 1. Are you getting excited with the boundaries? Clearly, I can understand that from the expressions you have looking at a boundary coming into play. Enoch, how much did you like that boundary? What is the most entertaining shot for you in the game of cricket?
Another great shot there. Back to the question. I was a big fan of AB the Furious, so I liked those scoop shots. But unfortunately, you can't play that one.
Ah, I see. Interesting. He likes the shots from the back. Mr. De Villiers, legend of the game, Mr. 360. 12 needed of 84 legal deliveries here. We'll wait and find out. There you have it. The amount of dotted deliveries being played here, comparison to the first innings being substantially low. 83 dotted deliveries were played in the first innings. Compare that to the 23 dotted deliveries in the second. 6 overs. The power play is completed. 23 for the loss of 1. They've been doing really well here, putting in the singles and doubles. Very, very close. Watchfully played there. Being a commentator, Mr. Enoch, tell us about your experience through the game of cricket. How did you get involved in the mix? Did you always think of it as a game, as a player, or were you in the mix along the borders of the game? How did you become a part of cricket? Tell us your story in a brief instant.
For the first time I've played cricket when I was in ordinary level. I mean, it's in secondary two. Yeah, I was in senior two. Didn't know that I'd be part of this game. And look at now, I've played it, streamed it, was a camera operator, still I am. And now I'm also doing the commentary and also being a good friend of Zaid Khan, the man who likes to abuse me. I don't know the reason why you find peace in abusing me.
You call it abuse, I call it moral support. Let me ask you one thing, You mentioned how you've played multiple different roles, being a camera operator, being a streamer, now being a commentator, and also having played the game. Which one do you think is the most difficult part? Which role did you feel you were most terrified of playing? Right after I mentioned 7 overs of play have been completed, 25 for the loss of one. You can see the blue worm just taking a jetpack and skyrocketing very, very quickly.
Back to your question, Zaid, when you are playing, you are not playing for yourself. You are playing for the team. So sometimes you may satisfy yourself, but not satisfying the team needs. So I think playing was the most terrifying role. Not only me, but everyone can have to play. Another thick outside edge, I mean thick inside edge.
Yeah, playing wise, were you a batter, a bowler, wicket keeper? What did you fancy doing most?
I was a wicket keeper batsman. I don't know where this idea of saying I was a bowler and a wicket keeper came from, because I just want to confuse you. But I used to bat and to keep. It was not easy, Zed. I'm telling you, it was not easy.
Being a wicket keeper, I wonder. Any chances you remember your highest score
My highest score was 48.
against?
It was just a trial game.
I'll tell you, I heavily doubt what Mr. Enoch has just mentioned here because the amount of time he took to recreate a number in his head, saying this might be a fair total for me to mention, just lets me know 48 was never a number he scored. In single digits now is what is required by Ingabo Knights. 7 runs, 8 runs needed in 74 legal deliveries. Chiza Emmeline bowling from the airport end. Was that brushing the pads as it went down the leg? I believe so. End of the eighth over, 28 for the loss of one. 7 runs needed in 72 deliveries. What?
7 runs required from 70 plus deliveries.
A task so easy, even my co commentator can complete it. 28 for one after 8. In the air, goes through the gaps there. Running hard, but one is what they will have to settle for.
But Zed, I would like to ask you, if you're a physio, like how long would it take you to move from dugout to the pitch, also from the pitch to the dugout.
I'm more than comfortable being in the commentator's seat than having a run around the field there. Surely the commentator's job pays me better than a physio ever would. You might know a thing or two about running around the field. You've been a cameraman yourself, lifting weights. More like labor work, I would say. Do we have some smoke in the commentary box here? Oh, I forgot. It's just the mist here at Gahanga.
Required run rate being 0 point up in the air, but it lands safely. There was no fielder to grab the catch. Five runs in 67 deliveries.
Imena Meridian just making sure the game is well secured. Look at that shot, goes down on one knee and sweep shots that for four. Final delivery going for a boundary there. 34 runs now. Just one run to win. The scores are tied. The scores are leveled. Wait and see. Ufitinema Lilian will have the honors of scoring the winning runs here. 9 overs completed, 34 for the loss of one, just reaching near the halfway mark. And Ingabo Knights have taken this game by the collar.
One run required from 66 deliveries. 11 overs. Said now you can place your bet, call yourself a prophet.
I need not to do that because Ingabo Knights here will be also targeting that required run rate for getting themselves up a position here. They needed a massive victory and they seem to be getting one which will allow them to have that net run rate piling up. Uses a feet, gives it a punishment down the ground, and it goes all the way to the boundary ropes for four. What a way to finish off the game. 9.2 and 38 is the score. Ingabo Knights winning by 9 wickets. Easy run chase there. And it's been completed. One-way traffic it is. Ingabire Georgette not scoring a single run. And then the opening batter, Ufitinema Lilian, scoring 16 of 24 alongside the much experienced Bimenyimana Marie, scoring 20 of 28 with just 2 extras being on offered. They completed the chase with ease. There we have the bowling scorecard, just 1 wicket coming through. Ikuzwe Alice picking up a wicket with an economy of 4. Another excellent bowling by Shimimana Rosette. The bowlers haven't done bad at all. It's just that they didn't have a big total to defend. Blame it on the batters in the first innings. There we have the all-round match summary performances. Do stay tuned as my co-commentator, Mr. Enoch, will join you shortly for the post-match presentations. There's a second game this afternoon. Do stay tuned. Signing out is Zaid Khan.
Respect. 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 Respect.
Good morning. We are back for the post-match presentation of the morning game. It was a great competition between Ingabo Knights and Imena Herons. Ingabo Knights winning the game by 9 wickets. I would like to call upon the captain of Imena Herons. Please get close. Hard luck. I would like to ask you what are some of the positive that you have picked from this game.
The positive in this game, the bowling was good, but batting was not good because they want to put Marlins. They don't get it.
Okay. Last question is, what do you think that you need to work on?
We are going to work on batting.
Thank you and all the best in the upcoming games. Without further ado, I would also like to call upon the captain of the Ingabo Knights, Irora Rosin. Congratulations, Captain. What were you thinking? What are some of the challenges after opting to bowl first?
Not much talk about by bowling because it was ours dominating, so we have to keep that. And for the batting also, only 1 wicket we lost, but we didn't want to lose it, but it happened. We need to keep going.
What are your intents going there in the middle, chasing such low score?
We said we don't need to lose more wicket because, as you know, with this climate, also run it can play some part. So we said at least, at most, maybe 2 wickets, and we managed to get only 1 wicket.
Congratulations, Captain, and I would also like to say all the best in your upcoming games.
Thank you.
Now, I would also like to call upon the player of the match. She's this girl who have picked 4 wickets, 2 maidens, only 2 runs has been conceded. The man to hand over the trophy is Jean Damascene. The player of the game is none other than Ishimge Zulfat. Congratulations, Zulfat. I would also like to ask you, what were you thinking coming to ball?
Thank you. First of all, coming the ball, I tried to the turn, challenging the batters. So after 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 taking wicket, feeling happy because the yesterday practice try to turn the ball. So today I'm winning. I'm winning the practice for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you and all the best in the upcoming games.
Thank you.
She said that practice are now paying off. The news in the middle are Ingabo Knights, they won the game by 9 wickets.
Respect. 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 Respect.